everyone! Last time we had a look at how we actually can test the GPIOs by using the plain vanilla USB connection on the firmware. Now what we're going to do is actually do the same tests but using Bluetooth. So let me go and switch again to my BlueMicro, or not to the BlueMicro firmware, but to the Arduino IDE. And let me just go here. So what we've got here is we've got the Arduino RDE, and I just simply took the, if you remember from last time, we had the, we made sure that we had our boards from the Arduino NRF52 boards loaded up. We using the Nordic NRF52840DK, or the PCA 156. We're essentially just using like standard bootloader for the programmer, nothing fancy as far as the bootloader selection, or just plain level 0 to release for the debug level. So what we do now is we just load up this sketch, and what I did is essentially, this is essentially the in the examples is the Adafruit library peripheral, and it's essentially that HID key scan. So that I took this example and I've expanded it a little bit on it by just copying and pasting all the pin definition that we've got for the BlueMicro, and then expanding this pins and HID key code for the which pins go and press which keys. And then what we're going to be doing is essentially have a look at like with this. So essentially this will broadcast as what is the broadcast name? So the broadcast name is going to be a BlueMicro840. So this is what we're going to need to connect to. And then as we kind of scan through, there's obviously a little bit more code. It looks a little bit different, but we again have a scanning routine here and sending over Bluetooth the report, as opposed there's nothing regarding USB here. And one thing we didn't test the other time around is, for example, if we press the cap locks, it actually turns on the red LED at the back, or not. So I know it works. I've seen it. I guess just believe me. It just turns on the LED. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to, just like last time, we're going to go and do, so we've checked that we've got the programmer. We're going to go and double reset this here. So reset. And we saw just on the back of the page here, we've got this boot that just came up. So after the reset, we just go and double check that we're on the COM port. Then we're just going to go and flash. And whenever it flashes, you actually don't see anything flashing or anything happening here, really, because it's a USB connection that's direct with a serial port, but it's software serial. It's not like an actual UART on the board. So the upgrade has been done. So just like last time, we're just gonna like disconnect the board, and I have a USB power bank just to kind of show you that it's not physically connected to the computer. Let me grab that. So I've got a big monster power bank right here. So I've got some juice, and just to kind of show you that I'm not connected, here's a 2 ends right here, and it goes all the way to the loop. So I'm just going to connect one end here, and just to show you that it is Bluetooth, going to connect this one right there. Now it's powered, so let's just go from the other side and connect to it. So for this I need to go to and I'm just going to make a little bit more room here, the small inset. Now I need to go and connect to it, because remember that's a BlueMicro840. So I'm going to go add Bluetooth, and now this should come up. It should come up. Just going to do a reset on there. Did I use that for another board? Which one is my loaded? So, okay, so there's nothing paired, so except for my keyboard I'm using right now. So let's just, why is it not coming up? So I'm gonna go to reset, Bluetooth. Oh, see, my battery bank is off. So there we go. So now it should start broadcasting. Because it takes such little amount of power, it's probably gonna, there, no, that's not it. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. So if you look down the code, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna comment it out. See this little here, while not serial delay 10. This forces it in a loop that does nothing. So I'm gonna again flash it again. I'm gonna go reset. Again, I gotta connect it to the computer if I want to do that. To the computer, reset. There it is. Now it's onto my COM port, good, and flash. Now it should work. Okay, so the update took 5 seconds or so because there's hardly anything. Okay, so now I'm going to disconnect it from here, connect it there, make sure that it's on. It is on. Now let's go on here. There we go, here's our blue fruit, we're connecting. And gonna go done. Now we go into our QMK configurator. Let's just reload it. Now, just like last time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that little green wire, which is hiding right here. And just like last time, gonna be careful not to jump any bad pins. So we're gonna go and take this ground right here. There it is. And we're gonna go around. And did it just disconnect because there's hardly any power? I think it just did. So we're gonna turn it on again. And should go paired, there it is. So now we should be back alive. So we're gonna go 0, 1. I'm just gonna go down the other end. There's might be some chattering, I don't know. And then these are ground pins. So we're good on this side. Gonna go on the other side, don't short the VCC. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got all of our pins right there. So what I've done here is I've connected by just using a battery bank, so it's really wireless. And now the battery bank may have turned off, yeah, as you can see here. So now it should be disconnected because it's hardly taking any power from there, so it automatically shuts down. So as you can see, we actually were successful in testing this one to make it work both with Bluetooth, and in the previous video we were able to make it work with USB. So let me just kind of go back to the Arduino IDE here just to kind of show you. So we've got two examples. So one is the USB one that we run through to test with the USB, and then to troubleshoot the Bluetooth connection, we can use this one here, which is very simple. The same code at the top, but at the bottom it's using a different connection, the Bluetooth connection, using that blue fruit. to be able to essentially call, and it's very simple code when you look at it. There's nothing too fancy about it. This is essentially the core code that we use, that we've obviously expanded on for the BlueMicro firmware. But if we want to go plain vanilla and test things out, this is probably the simplest we can go, is use the two examples from Adafruit, one for the USB, the other one for the Bluetooth, and then test it out. Now, if these two test out fine, then that essentially validates that the BlueMicro, the hardware itself, runs fine. So we should be able to then move on to the BlueMicro firmware, and then we know the hardware is fine. It's going to be somewhere in the firmware, or how to upload to it, or anything like that. But at least by using the Arduino IDE, just like we've done today, we can test out some of the basic functionality without connecting to a keyboard, like maybe like something like my gherkin right there, or a corn, or like a semaphore that I've got like off on the side, or even something as big as a 60%, which, well, on here looks humongous. So this kind of covers this like hardware troubleshooting tutorial on the BlueMicro. As I mentioned last time, if we need to go to a different set of hardware, what we need to be updated would likely be the GPIOs, but then the same procedures, the same tests can apply. Well, good luck with your troubleshooting. Have a good one. Bye.